Hi, I'm Matt, this is my channel Sawdust Passion, and today I'm adding some lights to a metal shed. I have this metal shed that I use for paint and finishing projects. The problem is I need light in there, but I don't want to drill into the metal roof to attach the fitting. So I'm going to make something that will sit on the ledges at the top of each wall. Before we start, I just want to say I'm not a qualified electrician, so if you're unsure, please check with one. Right. Let's get started. I've got this 2-foot LED batten, pull switch and a mains plug from Screwfit, and I've cut this piece of wood to the width of the ceiling. First off, I'm going to attach the LED to the wood using the brackets that came with it. I roughly mark the centre line just to give me a guide. The screws that came with the lights are going to be too long, so I find some shorter ones. The light then clicks into place. Because the sliding door also sits on the front ledge of the shed, I need to add a little block to raise that side up. I've raided my scrap bin and found a piece the right length, so I quickly rip it down on the bandsaw. I'm just going to attach this with a couple of screws. As this part is going to ride on the edge of the shed, I'm going to countersink the screws so they don't scrape. Next job is to add the pull cord. Smooth. Start by unscrewing the base and marking the holes on the wood and drilling some pilot holes. I then try to drive in screws that are too long, so I find some shorter screws and attach the base to the wood. So confession time. I originally thought I was going to drill through the cap and feed the wires through that way, not considering the fact that I need to screw it back on, so that's not going to work. So I removed the base and drilled through the bottom so that I can feed the wires through that way. To make it easier to get the cable in, I cut out the edge of the wood. I've got a small piece of terminal block, the stuff that looks like Lego, which is going to be used to connect the neutral wires together. I make sure I have enough wire to attach the switch and the terminal block and cut off the length of wire. I then snip the cable jacket down the length and peel it back to reveal just over an inch of the inner cables. I then very carefully use the cutters to only cut the insulation on each wire. Next, I twist the end of each wire and twist them through the back into the base. So the brown wire is the one that goes into the switch. In this case, the switch has L, L1 and L2. We only need to use L1 and L, so we don't need to worry about L2 at all. Feed the wire in and screw it down just like a plug. Next, I connect the blue wire to the terminal block and screw the terminal block to the base. Now to our power to the switch. First I'm going to tap out the cable hole. Next I drill through the wood so the cable can feed from the back. Now I can wire the blue cable to the other side of the terminal block. After that, I connect the brown cable to the L terminal in the switch. The last job is to add the mains plug to the end of the cable. There's a guide on the plug that shows what length the cable should be. In this case, there isn't enough, so I only need to connect the live and the neutral cables. This took way longer than it should have done, but I eventually got it done. Now for the test. I plug it in, there's no bang, so I proceed to pull the cord in the switch. It works! Here it is in the shed. Here's the side that has the little block so the door can slide underneath it. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and follow your passion.